Good morning, guys. I'm here, Maribel, and today I'm going to be working on another page of my I Am journal, and I'm thinking that my word for today is going to be different because we are all different. We are all we were created different, although we may have a lot of things in common, but on the long run, we are all different and we need to deal with those differences. We need to accept ourselves, especially the aspect of accepting ourselves as being different, because even in art, we tend to want to be like somebody else. And I think that's something that all of us have to, at one point of our lives, deal with. As being accepting that we are not the same, that we are different in all aspects. Sometimes we want to physically look like somebody else, we want to physically be like someone else, but and sometimes a lot of us struggle with that, and we struggle that even with our teen years. As teenagers, that's one of the biggest struggles teenagers have, because they're always trying to be who they're not, and be somebody else, somebody that they may think that is cooler than them, that is happier than them. And you know what? Experience has taught us, especially us grown-ups, that not everything you see is actually what you see. You may think somebody is really happy, but when you come to see, when you really, really meet the person and see, not see them, but, really get to know that person, you find out that that person isn't actually that happy as they seem to be. So that is why today I am working with my word, and my word today is I am different. Because that is something, sorry, I had my brush in my mouth. Because that is something that I personally have dealt with in all areas of my life. As a teenager, as a mother, sometimes, sorry about that. We want to be, we want to be the perfect mother, and we bring ourselves down most of the times because we're not like this other mother, and we want to be like that mother. And it's something that, and art-wise, that is something that I have struggled a ton with. So with all that said, I am doing my page today because I am different. And it's funny, right, that I picked that word, that I am different, and I'm actually doing my page inspired on one of Lee Moore's pages. Yeah, because I was watching, as I said, I've got this playlist that I made some while ago, and I was going through it because I'm in a block right now. Artistically, I'm in a block. And sometimes, it's good to just go back and get inspired by somebody else. And that's okay as long as we give credit to the person that inspired us. And I really, really enjoy Lee Moore's work. I honestly do. I haven't seen her do much lately. I'm looking for a paper to cover this up here. I haven't seen her do much lately. I have to check that out. But I was going through my playlist the other day, because I have some playlists where I put things that I like, things that I would enjoy doing. And I bumped into these two videos that I had posted. I had, how do you say it? I had put in my playlist, and I said, okay, so I'm just gonna do them because I really wanted, for the longest time, I had them there because I want to do them. I want to do something like those videos. So that's what I'm doing right now. So this page is inspired by Lemore Weber. I will link down below her page, the link to her video. So let me try this up, guys, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back, and I've already tried my page. And I had a little accident while I was off camera. I dropped my mirror, you know, they use this mirror to check to see if you guys are in frame, and I dropped it, but that's okay. It's okay. So what I am going to do now is I am going to paint over. I'm going to give this some paint. Let me just, there's some tacky, there's some glue back there. Sorry about that. Let me see if I could just like clean up this. I've got such a mess here on my desk. It is ridiculous, the mess I have here. I keep taking things out and I don't put them right back at the moment, and I've got tons of paint. I think you guys can see the amount of paint I've got here in front of me, but I will be using what I have in front of me. So let me just get where is it? I had where is it? I can't see it. I had some white paint out here a while ago. Okay, anyways, let me just see. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second. Okay, so there's no way I can see if I'm in frame or not. So let me just see if, hold on a second, guys. Not really helping out. Okay, that's not helping out. Okay, so hopefully I'm in frame. I'm trying to mix colors here, and I like the way this one with this is just my normal, you know, I'm just playing with the paint here, honestly, because I have this green paint out, but it's too green, so I like lighten it up a bit with white. But then I have this turquoise, which is really dark, which is one I used in my last page, and I don't like it the way it is because it's too dark. So I'm trying to like mix both of them together to see what comes out. So let me just grab my, where's my towel? Where's my little white? Oh, hold on, guys. This is a mess. Anyways, let me just grab a paintbrush here and mix these two together, because this is the color that I actually want when I mix these two together. It's kind of like, it's not such of a bright green, but yeah, that's a lot better. So I'm just gonna paint some of this paint here. I am gonna do something. Let me put some glazing medium in this because I don't want it to be that opaque. I want it to be more translucent. So it's not translucent enough, but hey, it's okay. I'll work with that. And I am basically just, well, yeah, now it's more translucent. Painting over my papers. I will leave a couple of spots. I am going to like bring some paint up with my brush, with my, not my brush, my wipey. thing. Okay. But I will be doing it with a, where are my stencils? Oh, there they go. Last time I tried this out, it didn't come out very well, but today I have a lot less paint on my, okay, on my page, so. I'm just gonna put my stencil here and let's work with this. The stencil is a stencil that I made some time ago. And it's basically done with really thin, I don't remember what I used, but it was this really thin plastic thing. And this is not working as I want, so I'm just going to leave it there. Take some paint off with my wipe. Just want to like lighten it up a bit. Okay. Just want to leave the green color, but just lighten it up a bit. I want the background to show a little bit more at this stage. Okay, so let me try this and I'll be back. Okay, so I am back and I will be, hold on a sec. Okay, I'm going to be stenciling with some these paints I've got out here, so, and I'm going to be stenciling with paint, so hopefully this will work out. Let me see how this is looking. Yeah, I'm liking that. So as you guys know, I am working today with my I Am journal. And the I Am journal is something that Cindy Utter came up with last year. And I wasn't able, you know, I say this in all my videos, I wasn't able to finish it with her, but I totally want to finish it because I really like this project. It's one of the projects I took on last year in 2015, and I totally liked it. But I've got such a busy, honestly, I have such a busy schedule. I don't work, but I don't work outside my home, but I do work a couple of days at church, and we got this school at church, the church I go to, and I give some classes on Tuesdays. Well, actually it was Tuesdays and Thursdays, but now I'm only on Thursdays. I give home ec to the kids, and it takes so much of my time getting prepped for the class, and right now we're in the cooking area, the cooking section, you know, and I had kids yesterday. I had them and I was showing them how to make white rice and chicken, and they love cooking, and but what I think that it's not that they love cooking, it's that they like doing something different than taking their ordinary classes. I've gotten to the conclusion of that because it was such a mess yesterday. Oh my God, these kids. Some kids have never, ever. There's some of them that have, and you would think that they would do something at home or have some, I don't know, you know, at some point in their life that they've done something, but actually these kids I have, they haven't done much. And it was, I'm very, how do you say it? It's cooking, you know, and they're in the kitchen and there's so many hazards. in a kitchen. So I try to, hold on, I dropped something. To have them like understand, when you're in the kitchen, you can't be fooling around or playing around or just, and it's so hard to get ninth graders to focus. It's ridiculous, and I tried to keep my calm with them because, they're kids, I don't expect them, although they have to learn that when they're in the kitchen, it's not a place to play. They were working with knives and the stove, the fire and all that. And it was, and then everything came out super nice. They ate the food and it was good. They had fun. They actually had fun doing it, and I don't want them to like hate being in the kitchen. I want them that when they're in the kitchen, that they want to be in the kitchen and that they want to cook and that they want to learn to do things. So I tried, to keep my calm. Although I at one moment I kind of like lost, not that I lost it totally, but I did, had to stop and talk to them and, but on the overall, they had a good time and they ate their food and they loved the way it came out. So that was good. It was a good experience. But then at night, last night, I dreamt. It was like, apparently it was like something in my subconscious because I dreamt last night that they were all at home. The kids, there was a bunch of kids at home. They were like meeting at my house because they were going to go to this youth thing in church. And they were all there. And one of the kids that is in my ninth grade class, in the dream, he turned on, he took a garbage can, and he put some fire and he burnt it. He was gonna burn down my house. It was like, I was like, what? All of a sudden in my dream I start seeing smoke coming out of the living room, and I'm like, what's going on? And when I go to the living room, I see him playing with a garbage can. It was on fire, and I was like, what? And I went crazy in my dream. It was like what I didn't do in the classroom, well, I did it in the dream, and it was funny. I woke up, it was kind of like a nightmare or something because I really woke up kind of scared. And I'm laughing at myself because I said, oh my Lord, look at this. It was like, but I do have fun and and although I don't give, it's just one class, once a week, it's hard because I do have to program the class. I do have to, how to say it, I do have to prepare for the class. So that is basically that and a whole bunch of other things because I've got so many meetings and I have to go today. I have to go get my boy at school. One of them is at home right now because he finished for the trimester and he's at home, but I have to go pick up the other one today at school. And I'm in and out a lot. So let me just give this a quick try and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I'm here and I am going to stamp some things on, and I'm not sure I'm going to use paint. No, and I've got way too much paint here, but that's okay. I'll find somewhere to put it. Let me get my stays on. And the last video I commented about how my stays on dries up a lot, and I think it was Kat mentioned to put it on, to store it upside down, and I do store it upside down. I just don't know why. It just, let me get this out of the way. I have no idea why it does that. I haven't put some, I totally forgot to put some on now before using it, but it's okay. And I'm just stamping randomly on this. Let me put some StazOn on it. I'll be right back. Okay, so now it's really nice and juicy because I just put some ink in it. Let's see how long it lasts, you know, because it does like kind of come out a lot. It like, how do I say it? It dries up very quickly. So let me just get, and I've got some random stamps here, just lying around, and as usual, that is what I'm going to use. And these are some of Tim Holtz stamps. Let me get some words in here. And it's really busy. My background is really busy, but I'm really liking it. It's kind of dark for me lately. I've been doing too many dark videos. Yeah, kind of dark for me, but that's okay, you know. I'm different, and I'm going to be doing different things, and I'm just having fun here. Maybe I'll like mute it down a bit with some white gesso or something, so it's all good. So I almost didn't record this video today because I'm noticing that I want to do process videos, but then I've got the situation, and it is that how do I say it, sometimes it takes me so long to do the videos, and sometimes I just want to work, and I'm finding that when you're when you know that you have to record it, it's more like you have to, like, I don't know if you guys understand me, but anyways, it's a lot complicated when you're working while you are recording. It doesn't come out, you know. And like last night I wanted to do something, but I wasn't like in the mood to record. I didn't want to turn my camera on, and I said, well, if I'm not going to record it, well, I'm not going to do it. And no, that shouldn't be right. I should want to record, I should want to work, and if I'm not recording, well, I'm not recording. But yeah, I'm different. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave it like this for now, and I am going to get some white gesso and just like kind of like blog out some of it, just for the fun of it, you know. It's not that I'm not liking the way it looks. I do like the way it looks, but I just want to put some, I like the way it looks when you put some gesso, white gesso on your page, like that. Just like mute it out a bit. I like the way this looks. I honestly like the way this effect looks. So I really want to thank all my new subscribers I've gotten, and you can see when I pass the roller on how it brings up where the papers were actually joining, and I like that. Okay, so I'm really liking this page. I like it the way it is already, just like that. Let me see what I am going to do with this right now, because I honestly don't know what I'm gonna, if I'm gonna put a focal image or something. But I will be right back. And before leaving, I was saying that I really want to thank all my new subscribers. I'm already on 840 something, and I'm really grateful for all those new subscribers I have in my channel. And that, yeah, I just wanted to thank my new subscribers personally. So thank you guys. And I will be right back. Okay, so I decided that I want to add some circles. I recently Kat was doing one of her mixed media morsels is about circles. And I just wanted to add, because I like circles. I just want to add some circles here and there. Not much, but yeah, more or less. Kind of like gives a little more pop to it. I don't know. I'm just, as I say, I'm just experimenting. But I'm liking the way they look. A lot of circles. Okay, so let me just dry this up quickly, and as usual, too much paint. Let me dry this quickly. Okay, so while I was off camera, I painted my flowers. I got these flowers, and since my word is different, that is why there is one that is different. So and I did paint my letters. These are just some, where are the rest of the letters? I'm missing some letters. Hold on a second. Here they are. These are some that I've had them for the longest time. And you guys know that I am determined to use what I've got. So this is what I have. This is what I'm going to use. And I didn't have enough F's, so I decided to take an E and cut off one of the legs and do the F. And I don't want the letters to be straight in a straight line, so that is why I am just like putting them kind of like crooked and, just randomly like that. And I decided to do them red because red is one of my accent colors, and so is the yellow umber. And that's why I decided to just paint them yellow and red. And I put some little, these are just these blings I have, and I will be gluing them down, and then I will finish off with some doodling. So let me see what I'm going to use. My glossy accent to glue them down. I really need to use this thing up, and it is one of the, I don't know, I just want to use my glossy accent. So let me just, some glossy accent here. I really hope this sticks to this, because these are like some paper flowers. Well, it should. It should take it very well, because this is more like paper flowers. And I'm going to also use it for my letters. And I am not using too much. I'm just using a little bit of the, whoops, of the glossy accent, just a touch of it. And I know that I am right now, I should be off camera. I am off camera doing this, but that's okay. You guys know how to put glue on a letter. And I'm just being random, I know I placed them in some kind of way, but I really don't mind if they're not exactly the way I placed them. I just want to place my letters randomly with no logical form of, putting them. And I really hope I spelled the word right. So next week I am going to be going on Thursday. I'm really excited because on Thursday I am going to see my daughter. You guys know that my daughter, and she moved to Connecticut. She's living in Bridgeport, Connecticut. She moved there with her husband and my granddaughter on November, and next week on the 3rd, March 3rd, I will be going to visit her with my other daughter and my son-in-law. We're going to be going to Connecticut for a week, so I will be down there in Connecticut for all my Connecticut friends, if there's any of you guys out there. I am going to be in Bridgeport, Connecticut. I've never been to Connecticut. I really hope it's not that cold. My daughter tells me that the forecast is, it's going to be more or less at the 40s and the 50s, and they're expecting like not a storm, but there's a probability that there's going to be snowing. It's going to be snowing that first weekend. So, and after that, on the 10th of March, I'm going to be going down to Orlando to visit one of my friends in Orlando. So I'm going to be out for a week or two. So I'm going to distress my corners before I forget with my black soot Tim Holtz. I like to distress makes it a little bit more darker, but it's okay. I'm okay with my page looking a bit darker than I usually expect it to be, or that I usually want it to be. So, okay. So what I'm going to do now is just a couple of final touches. I'm going to draw some stems and figure out what I'm going to draw them with. I think this big pen, is going to kind of do with the thing, because I will draw them and then maybe I'll paint over them. I don't know. I will. Just drawing some random lines here. I don't want anything perfect because I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for whatever I like. And these big pens are awesome for writing on paint because they take it very, very well. They write very well on paint. I've noticed that. I think it was one of the girls from, let me just hide these lines underneath this, because as you know, I didn't glue down. I just put a dot of glue on my paint, on the middle section of my flower. So I think it was one of the girls from how do you call it, Project Life. I don't remember if it was Renee, or is Renee her name? I don't remember her name, but one of the girls from Project Life, 2015, Documented Life Project, I think it is, Documented Life Project, 2015. I think it was one of them that she uses these pens a lot, and sometimes it's difficult to find a pen that works with paint. And this one, these work very good with paint. So let me just see what I'm gonna color them with. I have no idea what I'm gonna paint them with. Because I did take out my excess paint. I used it. Let's see if there's some left over. Not much. But I think I'm going to, I've never painted stems before, and I'm not sure if I'm good at painting stems, but I'm just gonna take them and paint them with this paint I've got here. Just grab some paint here. So I'm not going to worry about too much shading or anything like that, because honestly I don't know how to paint very well. I will be eventually taking some paint classes, because I'm in my art classes. I will be taking paint classes soon. At some point. But all I'm doing is just marking the stems, honestly. That's all I want. It's like mark the stems. And since my background is already more or less green, that will have to do. Again, I am not looking for perfection, because if I was looking for perfection, I wouldn't be doing this right now. So that's not my idea here. In one of in Cindy Utter's latest video of explorations of me, she said something that really, really, like I said, that is awesome, and that is so true. In the Explorations of Me journal, she said, if it's at this in the exploration journal, she said that that was not a place for perfection, and if you wanted perfection, that was not where you were going to find it. And that is so true. Here on my art journals, it is not about perfection, honestly. I just want to have fun. And I'm just going to use some experimenting here again, guys. I am just experimenting. Just want to, like, I don't know, give it some light touches. And I think this was kind of like too light. But I'm just having some strokes, giving it some strokes with that lighter color. I know that it should be, at least that I know that, shadows are not with white colors. Light colors, my brights are with light colors. But I'm just, trying to like give it a different kind of color to the stems. That's it. I totally do not know, I have taken at some point, I've taken some painting classes, because I did do a couple of paintings, but again, it's in my classes with the professor who is telling me what to do, and sometimes I just leave and it's like, what did I do? How did I do this? I have no idea, honestly, guys. For me, it's all about having fun, and someday I might get a little bit more technical and, but it's not right now. Look at my hands. Oh, it's awesome. So, what do I do now? Let me just, like, play around with my letters. And I am going to do them in white. Where are my white pens? I know this video is taking longer than it should, but longer than my usual videos. Honestly, this video is way longer than my usual letters. I'm just gonna outline my letters with white, because I find that there's already too much dark here. If I like it, I'll leave it like that. If I don't, well, I won't. Again, my art journals are just for me to have fun. It's not, you know, to be perfect. Because I am not perfect. I am way off being perfect. And I'm okay with that. Last night I was watching this movie. What movie was it? I don't remember. It's been popping in my head, the movie I saw last night. The movie's not popping to my head because I honestly do not remember, but that image of me watching a movie last night is coming to my head a lot today. To my mind. I don't know why. But yeah, it was, I think it was called Black or White or Black and White. It's from Kevin Costner. He's a grandfather, and his wife passed away. She was killed in an accident, car accident, and he is stuck taking care of raising his granddaughter. And his granddaughter has been living with them for a couple of years. But apparently his wife was the one that did everything. And the father of their granddaughter was a black guy, and the grandmother was asking for sole custody. It's a good movie. I really liked it a lot. Just playing around here, giving it some strokes of white, some really random strokes. Again, please do not take what I'm doing as something that has to be done. It's just me experimenting. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just playing around. If it looks nice, it looks nice. And I do like the way it looks. Just giving it some white. So, I think my page for now is done. Yeah, I think it's done. So guys, thank you for sticking with me during this process. This is my most recent I Am journal page. I am different, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Take care, God bless you, and have an awesome day. Bye-bye.